Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to because I'm disappointed in all y'all about the ballerina right now. Because I know if y'all seen John Wick movies, all four of the John Wick movies, you know that there are badass females characters in the world of John Wick. Like the fact that a lot of y'all are literally using the fact that Disney has ruined female-led movies, and I get it. I get it. It is very hard to not want to watch female-led movies. I get it. I definitely get it. But at the same time, you have to remember they announced that they were going to do spin-off movies with John Wick for a long time. We have a spin-off show of John Wick. I think it's on Peacock, I believe, right? Um, and it's about the Continental, right? Then of course we have Ballerina, which is the second spinoff. Then we're going to get a Donnie Yen movie, I believe, and then we're going to get a sequel to Ballerina already, right? But another thing too is Ana de Armas, the beautiful woman who's portraying Eve, the ballerina in the John Wick movie. Y'all do realize the reason why she got a spinoff is because of y'all, right? Y'all do realize that, right? A lot of y'all who are upset about the ballerina, the reason why she got this movie is because of us. So if you guys don't remember, like I said in my previous video when I was talking about her, 007, No Time to Die, right? Remember when she was a Bond girl and the 15 minutes that she had, everybody was praising her. Like people were talking about her scene because it was a standout scene. It was a standout scene. The reason why she got this movie is because of her standout moment in no Time to Die, and how a lot of y'all was saying that she should have been the Bond girl in the movie. Well, guess what? Hollywood listened and they gave her the ballerina, right? And honestly, the ballerina is a good movie, just like Atomic Blonde, which was another movie where a lot of people were didn't really go and watch it because of the fact, oh, it's girl boss, blase, blase, or something like that. But it's like, no, when it comes to action movies, when it comes to certain action movies or whatever, like Atomic Blonde, Ballerina, Alita Battle Angel, or whatever, these movies are outside of the normal Hollywood. They don't do that. Like, come on now, y'all should trust that Keanu Reeves and the John Wick people would not sit up here and do some she's better than John Wick kind of nonsense. Because I'm seeing a lot of people talking about, oh, she's female John Wick and she thinks that she's better than John Wick because she's a female. Bitch, you didn't even watch the movie. Most of y'all didn't even watch the movie. And the fact that a lot of y'all are saying that is crazy as hell. And it's like, so did you not watch all four John Wick movies? Hell, people even wanted to see Holly Berry return back to John Wick. And some people said that they wanted to see a solo movie, a spin-off movie with her. So again, what are you talking about? And she had dogs fighting with her. They let Eve had all these multiple weapons and stuff like that. Like she, when I'm telling you, this girl was using her feminine wiles and using whatever the hell she can get because she knew she wasn't strong. She knew she wasn't strong, and she knew she had to think quickly. While with Keanu Reeves, you can believe Keanu Reeves' badassery, right? But with Eve, she had to use everything, and there were times when they caught that bitch off guard so damn much it ain't even funny. You know what I'm saying? She over here running, body over here aching and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, at this point, I don't know, baby. Like, maybe you need to leave this alone. But no, it's the same thing with Atomic Blonde where they had Charlize Theron fight all of these guys in like a one take shot. And it's freaking amazing. It's like it's like almost like about a 10-minute scene of Charlize Theron going through this entire house fighting these guys, and she's tired. You can tell that she is not as strong as these guys, but she's doing everything she possibly can to beat these people up. She's good, but hell, when you ain't got all the equipment around, you got to improvise, and that's the same thing that um Eve was doing in the John Wick thing. Like she was like trying her best. to use whatever she could to fight, compared to like John, who was like, he's a badass, that he's a badass, right? Um, but I am disappointed that this movie is it came out after all of the nonsense that Disney has done to female led movies. And I blame Disney for this. Disney is the downfall for female led movies in general. Because we don't trust it. Because the fact that I'm hearing all of this stuff and most of y'all haven't even watched Ballerina or won't even give it a chance because you think that it's a replacement for John Wick is crazy as hell. So if they did, and so my thing is, because I see some people talking about, oh, why you just didn't do the movie with Donnie Yen or whatever. Okay, so you're okay with them doing a spin-off movie where Donnie Yen becomes the main character, fuck John Wick, but you're not okay with Eve being the main character, fuck John Wick, because female. Like, that doesn't make any logical sense. That doesn't make any logical sense. She's not she didn't kill John Wick. She didn't come out of nowhere and was like, oh, I'm better. No, she was trained in the same stuff that John and them went through to be able to be a trainer or whatever, or being a hitman or whatever. She went through it, and they showed her training. They made her go through 12 years of gruel training before she could even do any of the stuff that John did. And her first mission, she was sloppy as fuck. She was sloppy as hell. And then they did another mission. She was still a little bit sloppier. And then over time, she started getting better. She started getting better, and then we start seeing a montage of her like going through and doing stuff, whatever, stuff like that. And even then, when she was still quote unquote a certified badass, she was still in over her head on certain things, and she would sometimes get in trouble by she would get in trouble, and she wasn't this Mary Sue or whatever. I mean, she tried to fight a whole town off by herself, and that town Molly whooped her after a while. Like they finally got her ass real good. Like, so she's not this Mary Sue character that I know a lot of us will say, and this is coming from a person who would definitely say. But I loved the John Wick movie, and I loved Ana de Armas, and I knew when I saw 007 or whatever, I said, "Damn, they should give her a spinoff movie." And people were talking about her breakout moment. That movie was not that well received, but people were talking about Armas. I mean, Ana de Armas, and they were talking about how her 15 minutes was very good. You didn't think that people was not going to. You didn't think that Hollywood was not going to come knocking and be like, "Hey, we need a spin-off movie." And on top of that, you think about it, she's working with the production team and the production company that Keanu Reeves, is executive over. You really think Keanu Reeves is going to sit up here and give y'all a girl boss think that she bad and she know better than everybody else? She made so many mistakes in that movie. It's not even funny. So I'm telling y'all, go and give Ballerina a chance. The reason why I'm saying this is because if we give Ballerina a chance, they can probably hurry up and do the Donnie Yen spinoff movie. Then we can get more spinoffs of other characters, because there are other characters, especially that the female with the bow and arrow thing. I think was it bow and arrow? I believe she used. I forgot what she was using, but I think her main weapon was a bow and arrow. And I was like, damn, this bitch badass with a bow and arrow. That would be cool to see. I think that she would be cool, and who knows, we might see a spinoff of Holly Berry's character. That would be even cooler. And then we can get that we can get maybe Common, because I don't think they killed Common. What did they kill Common? I don't know. But it'd be really cool to kind of see other characters in the world of John Wick, because I don't think that this is I don't think that it's going to just be her, because a lot of people are like, oh, they're just trying to replace John Wick with a female. No, 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 no. Because if that's the case, y'all would have went to go see the Donnie Yen one, and that wouldn't have came out your mouth. But because we're having a female first, y'all want to say it up here and say the same thing. Think about it. Okay, I need y'all to look at the world of John Wick, the ballerina, kind of like Xena the Warrior Princess, right? Okay, so we had Hercules, the Legendary Journeys, right? And they introduced Xena the Warrior Princess in Hercules, right? Xena the Warrior Princess was such a breakout character for from her scenes that she stole. They were like, we got to give her a spin-off series. That's the same thing with John Wick with Ana de Armas. They looked at her in No Time to Die, right? And they were like, we have to give her a spin-off, and they put her in the world of John Wick because it would have made a little bit more. It would have made more sense. And again, if y'all don't believe me, y'all do realize that with the John Wick stuff, they show a whole lot of behind the scenes stuff. So it's not like she's just coming out of nowhere and being a badass, right? Like they really trained her in the ways of doing this kind of stuff compared to like Marvel or any Disney product where they will have the woman just coming out of nowhere and beat that. You know what I'm saying? Like Amazon and them, they'll have these women who are literally skinnier than my ass, who's like a stick and whooping 300-pound men asses or whatever. I mean, they gave her a fucking flamethrower in order to defeat half of the people. After a while, she was trying to find weapons and stuff like that because they had her surrounded and she didn't have none of her weapons or whatever. And she found equipment for flamethrowers. She put that damn hoodie on and she was flamethrowing their asses because she couldn't beat she knew she couldn't beat them big ass men. You know what I'm saying? So what she did is she used the tools that was around her. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm talking about. Not I didn't believe that she was a badass. I didn't think she was a Mary Sue or whatever. I just saw that okay, she was like the trainer showed her that just because you're a female, don't let them determine the rules. And she was like, do whatever you have to do. Cheat, steal, whatever you have to do. Use the environment, but you better fight like a girl. You better use the fact that you're a female to your advantage and do something. Like she's telling her, like, look, you're a woman. You're already at a disadvantage. You better find other ways of being a badass without relying on the fact that you're a female or using the fact that you're a female as an excuse. Like I'm telling you guys, when I'm telling you, please watch Ballerina. You are going to enjoy it. And normally, I'd be the first one to agree, but there are times where I have to be like, no. Just like I don't agree when a lot of y'all try to criticize Miles Morales when half of y'all won't even read the man's book, but will sit up here and listen to Geeks and Gamers and Gary and them. And I'm just like, but read the books because what they're saying is completely false. You get what I'm saying? So it's the same thing right now. Don't believe people talking about, oh, she's just a female John Wick and then she thinks that she's better than John Wick and they're trying to turn the John Wick franchise into a female franchise. No, they are definitely not. John Wick is getting a fifth movie, I heard, and Donnie Yen is getting a spinoff. They already did the Continental Show. This is the second spinoff, which is the Ballerina. Ballerina already getting a sequel, and I think that they're also thinking about bringing in other characters to do solo movies in the world of John Wick. Why not? Why not expand the world of John Wick? It makes so much sense. So, like I said, look at this as Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, Xena the Warrior Princess. Xena the Warrior Princess did so well, got a spin-off show. Ana de Armas did so good in her brief appearance in the James Bond movie that they gave her a spin-off movie in the world of John Wick. That's how I look at it. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.